Iran launched more than 180 missiles at Israel on Tuesday, marking a dangerous escalation in the long-running conflict between the two nations and their regional allies. Tehran described the attack, which targeted Israeli military facilities, as a direct response to recent Israeli strikes that killed key militant leaders in Lebanon and Gaza. The missile barrage, the largest attack in recent years, has raised fears of a broader Middle East war, as Israel vowed swift retaliation.
Commander Hajizadeh, my dear brother, the aerospace force of the Revolutionary Guard, by the grace of Almighty God, in retaliation for the blood of martyr Mujahid Ismail Haniyeh in Tehran, and the violation of the national sovereignty of the Islamic Republic of Iran, as well as the recent misdeeds of this criminal regime in martyring commanders, and also the great leader of Hezbollah and the great Mujahid, Mr. Saeed Hassan Nasrallah, and the brave and martyred commander of the Islamic Guard Corps, Commander Sardar Seldeshkar Pazdar Abbas Nilfarushan, and also in retaliation for the blood of the oppressed children of Gaza and the resistant and oppressed people of Lebanon. The operation, Promise Fulfilled, begins under the blessed name, Ya Rasulallah, Ya Rasulallah, Ya Rasulallah.
The coordinated strike targeted multiple locations across Israel, with sirens and explosions reported from Tel Aviv to the Jordan Valley. The United States, which had been bolstering its military presence in the region, quickly joined Israel in responding, deploying naval interceptors to defend against the missile attack. Iran's state television reported that tens of missiles were launched, with officials warning that any retaliation from Israel would provoke an even more destructive counterstrike. The Iranian government described the operation as complete, unless provoked further by Israeli action. Our action is concluded unless the Israeli regime decides to invite further retaliation. In that scenario, our response will be stronger and more powerful, Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi posted on X, the social media platform. The missile attack follows the deaths of senior figures, including Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh, Hezbollah's Hassan Nasrallah, and Iran's Guards commander Abbas Nilfarushan, allegedly at the hands of Israeli forces. As per reports, Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei personally ordered the strikes amid mounting fears of a broader regional conflict. Iran, using hypersonic Fatah missiles for the first time, claimed 90% of the missiles successfully hit their targets, mostly focused on Israeli military sites. Israel's military responded swiftly, launching air defenses that intercepted many of the incoming missiles. Rear Admiral Daniel Hagari noted that the strikes, though significant, were largely mitigated through a coalition defense led by the United States. However, damage was reported in several locations, including a school in the city of Gadara, central Israel. In response, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu vowed retaliation. He also warned of targeting Iranian infrastructure if further aggression occurred.
Iran made a big mistake tonight, and it will pay for it. The regime in Iran does not understand our determination to defend ourselves and our determination to retaliate against our enemies.
The United States, a long-standing ally of Israel, strongly condemned the missile attacks, warning that Iran would face severe consequences for its actions. President Joe Biden reaffirmed his administration's unwavering support for Israel, calling the Iranian assault ineffective. Pentagon officials confirmed that U.S. Navy warships had deployed interceptors to help defend against the incoming missiles and pledged continued full support for Israel's defense.
I'm not aware of any pre-warning by Iran about their potential attack. As you know, this is something we've been following very closely for a while. based on the threats of retaliation by Iran. And so we've been closely consulting with Israel for a while now to be prepared in the eventuality. And as today demonstrated, we were prepared and we were able to successfully work alongside Israel to defend them from this attack.
While the US stopped short of calling for restraint, European leaders and the United Nations voiced concerns about the growing violence. The UN Security Council scheduled an emergency meeting, and the European Union urged an immediate ceasefire. This must stop. We absolutely need a ceasefire, said UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres, echoing the sentiments of European leaders. The ongoing conflict, especially with Israel's intensified attacks on Hezbollah strongholds in Lebanon, has raised the specter of a wider regional war. Nearly 1,900 people have been killed and more than 9,000 wounded in the cross-border fighting over the last year, with much of the bloodshed occurring in recent weeks.
Why, yo! للمطار دخل مطار للمطار دخل يا ولد لا مطار لا مطار دخل لا طال المطار ده ينعم تحرك 200 المطار يا رب الله يا الله يو desfila lo mami Looming!